Did the new patch for Hogwarts Legacy fix the frame rate issues? Okay, well, we're just gonna see. I'm gonna walk around here. There was a patch update, and I finally, if you can see down in the bottom corner, it's very tiny there. That is an FPS counter that I've been able to locate and put on there so we can get a real-time read on what's going on in my frame rates per second. Because this is what it's all about. If the patch really did fix things, then this should be fine. So for my recommended, it's telling me to go to high. Now, I want to see what this does on ultra. Let's go on ultra. Let's turn this on. Let's turn this on. This is where I was yesterday when I first started a stream. I went to this level. This is the level that I was playing at when I originally logged into the game. So we're on ultra with ray tracing on, and we've got 90, 88. Like, this seems all right. I'm in the Vivarium, which dropped to 73 for a second. So this seems all right, right? Where's all my creatures? Oh, they are here. They are here. My creatures are here. Hello, Highwind. How are you? How about we do this and give you a... Oh, he's eating. He's eating. Okay, let's do the moon cow. You can have a brushing, and I will collect your fur. Can I brush you now? This way I can get a feather off Highwind. And instead we'll try and jump. So 82, that seems fine. That seems all right there. Let's go back in here. Transition. The transition doesn't really change it. Deke, do you got anything different for me? You wanted to talk to me. You know what? We're gonna do that during a live stream more than me doing that. Let's get this right out of the way. Okay, so we're in the Vivarium. Let's go into the main area. Let's start with the trophy room, because why not? So it drops down to 39. Ow, we've got nothing, meaning it wasn't responding for a second there, but that's part of the load. We got the big troll here, and we're at 120, and this is ray traced. Okay, so this seems all right. We got a chest here I haven't opened. Might as well grab that. Let's go down the staircase. Can I ride the rail? Can I get a skateboard down here, because that would be pretty epic. Or even some rollerblades. I would love some rollerblades. So, do you let me jump here? No. How about here? No, I can't jump and fall to my doom. Okay, well, this seems all right. We're over 100 the whole time. I've opened up a lot of these doors. If people don't know, oh, I haven't gathered this one. Probably because I was full at the time. One of my biggest gripes of this game is the constant full inventory. Even though I've done a ton of the Merlin trials to increase my inventory, it's just a constant nightmare. Having to pause your game, go to Hogsmeade, and actually just sell your gear. It's not something I thought would matter, would be the gear. It's nice to have all the cosmetics to the game, but...
sticks like this.
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
You think?
It didn't before.
Oh, he's floating?
Like it for a week.
A week? I don't feel well.
Oh, stop fretting. We'll have you with Nurse Blaney in no time.
I've just realised.
What is it?
I could cast a spell to bring you back to the ground if you want.
Merlins,
What are we doing over here? Look at this. This looks pretty neat. That's 110 frames per second in ray traced. Half ray traced or whatever this is. Okay. So we're just walking around here trying to figure things out. Seeing what we are in. Oh, suddenly we've now dropped to 60 frames per second. 70 in Ravenclaw Tower. Why is that? 56. Why is this tower so bad? Now we're out to 80, 57, 50. What is this about? This is one of the most odd, unique situations here that I've seen, where we're running around. We have great frames per second, and suddenly we just drop. Oh. And now we're back to 86. 40. Why is it dropping like that? We're going to go out here. Get the music to chime that I still don't know what that does. Like, to me, that signifies that there's a secret here, something. I have no clue what, though. See, I have quests everywhere. You know, just running around 52. Like, this is... Why are we down to 50, 46, 41? Like, I'm starting to drop my frame rates per second. My actual CPU is starting to work a little bit more here, which is interesting in itself. And this could be that there's just so many more assets in the area that have to load. Once they were to fully load, it would probably go away. So if I go here over to the undercroft, I guarantee you the undercroft goes pretty neutral. It'll probably be like 120, 150. Well, I think I have it capped at 120. It'll probably go way up there in my frames per second because there's nothing to load. There's relatively nothing to load in this area. 100, yeah. So there's a lot less to load here, and it's just a small room with not much going on. Right? And because it's got its own loading area, and then if I were to exit this, yeah, see, we're sitting there 120. If I were to exit this and go into the main area, it may drop back down to that 40s. So this was my thing. I was in the middle of doing a dungeon or a quest when I first logged into the game, and I was like, holy cow, I'm up to 120. Why are things doing so well? Here we go, back to 60s, 55. So the general, when you get a lot of assets being loading, it just doesn't seem to work properly. This is ominous, which he can't even see because he's blind, but apparently he can see everything. Move, skeleton. Okay, we got the stinky hallway. 70. Like, anything above 60 is what we want because then it creates a smooth transition. I'm going to pause it here real quick to say, hey, if you're enjoying this type of content, let me know down below. Like, subscribe, share this video out with your friends. I'm looking into trying to fix the frame rate in real time in this video. You're going to see coming up very soon that I try and lower some settings just to try and fix it, mostly because we're going to go into Hogsmeade, and Hogsmeade is the #1 area in the game that seems to lower your frame rate and lower your just everything that the game sits there and does improperly. Hopefully in future patches they do fix it. Let's go to the one place that is absolutely dreadful, and that is Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade has been probably the bane of the existence and where they need to focus the next patch on to try and limit the frames. Because I gotta say, it's not perfect, but it's doing a lot better than it was. They have fixed a lot of issues. So instantly into Hogsmeade, we're at 40 frames per second on Ultra. This isn't great. So the first thing I want to do here is probably drop off the ray trace. Let's see if we can drop off that ray tracing. Ray tracing reflections. Yeah. $90. Oh, now we're right back to 48, 51. Almost no difference. And to me, that doesn't make any sense. You drop off ray tracing and it doesn't change your frames per second. Like, what kind of stuff is going on here? I gotta say, the new update that they did for Hogwarts, it has fixed a lot of the issues for loading. I don't see the same problems for cutscenes, where cutscenes were just cutting out. Yeah, there's a lot more that just seems to be going on. 59 to 60, like this is not ray traced. It seems okay to me. Let's try and go to recommended now and see if that changes anything. And to do that, you just run this benchmark. It goes to recommended and it saves it and it puts everything for me to high. Okay, we're at 6, back down to 40s. Once again, does not fix the issues here. I still don't understand why, must throw a stone, why in Hogsmeade that dropping your settings doesn't fix any of this. The one thing I could drop here probably in Hogsmeade is the population density or population quality. Let's drop it right to low and see if that does any change to the game. The menu we're loading at 120. And once again, we're still at 44, 52. Might just have to reload kind of the area. Maybe if I reload the area, we'll just go to one of these. Travel to one of these, reload the area. Maybe the population will be a lot less. That's less sprites that should be able to load in the area. Maybe that lowers this down, but ultimately Hogsmeade is a problem. Okay, well, I'm loaded at 60, but there's like no one around. Let's see if we can find some people now. 58, 60, 59. So this seems a lot better, but we're not in the main square anymore. Which I believe if I go this way and then down here, kind of jump here. Here we go. More of the main area where people are. And, you know, it's seeming to be better, lowering that population density. But still, there's still frames where we're getting down into the 40s. Oh, you know what? We got to pet the kitty. Pet the kitty. This is its own cutscene. See what it starts to jump up because it's a cutscene that happens. So 74, 73. And that'll drop back down now. You know what? It's not bad dropping that density. So that might be the solution there. If you're in Hogsmeade, if you're visiting Hogsmeade a lot, there's nothing wrong with dropping your population density down. It just has less people running around doing more interactions in around you. And honestly, it's just ambient. And there's already so much here going on that you don't have to worry about it. So that might be the one thing that you do to actually create a more smooth transition, a more smooth game, and generally just have more fun at it. You know what? 50 frames per second, it's not great. I would like to see this above 60 all the time. That's where I would love to be. Now, I don't know where you get that, how you get that, so it'll have to wait to see. Hopefully every future patch gets better. Well, that is Hogwarts Legacy under the new patch. Things seem to be better, but they're not perfect yet, and I would like to have this game constantly run at 60 frames per second, especially when I'm streaming it. Now, I could probably get that if I was to drop my monitor settings back down to 1080. That whole time was at 4K monitor settings, so that is a little bit different. I haven't been able to do that in a more smooth transition before. So it is better, ultimately, which I am grateful for, but the game still has a long way to go for that to be fixed. I think they need to give us an in-game version that can do that instead of having to need to do it outside of the game through your monitor settings. It's such a silly way to have to try and fix your frame rate issues ultimately. I've done other videos on it. I think the information in the other videos are still valid, so I'm going to link that at the end here. Now, a few things I just want to note here was with the new patch, performance and stability, there was a ton of fixes, but a few things that they did is improve rendering performance of translucent objects. And then they improved the VRAM usage specifically for video cards with reduced memory and updated shader complementation with the latest PSO cache and fixed lighting optimization for NVIDIA drivers. So there is a lot of things that they have fixed there. They've also done fixes for ray tracing. It's a giant list, which I will show on screen here somewhere at this point. It's just so much that they fix. This video has already gone on long enough trying to show you how they've improved the gameplay overall. I hope in the future the game gets a lot smoother. They do more things that will fix it. But until then, I've been your proud Canadian Phoenix Cinder Shadow. I'm signing off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts down below. What have you done to try and fix your experience of playing Hogwarts Legacy? Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day.